purpose comes with pressure, and pressure comes with progression. Hi guys, how are you? I want to say something. I'm not gonna make this a long video, but God said something to me as I was waking up this morning. Like, I woke up a lot of time this morning, went back to bed, but the final time when I woke up to wake up to get ready, as I was coming out of a sleep, I heard him say purpose, something about finding passion through your purpose. That's what he was saying, finding your passion through your purpose. And he also mentioned something about your purpose is going to come with pressure. See, people are always like, oh, I want to do my purpose, I want to find my purpose, and what's my purpose, God? But what God is saying is your purpose comes with pressure. And as you're fulfilling your purpose, that's when you find hidden passion in your purpose. Let me explain what hidden passion is. Hidden passion is when you're fulfilling something that God needs you to do. Remember, anything that's associated with God is going to come with pressure. Anything associated with God is going to come with pressure. Even just following God alone is pressure, because the enemy is going to consistently try to attack you and use people to attack you when you are following God. So that also confirms also when you're following God relating to your purpose, like what he wants you to do, what he wants you to get into. Woo, that's going to come with a lot of pressure too. Look at that. That's going to come with a lot of pressure too when you're doing what God needs you to do, whether it's your career, whether it's ministry, whatever it is God wants you to do it's gonna come with pressure. And the thing about it is we can have more than one purpose. We don't have to have just one purpose. God usually has a lot of things in store for his children. Like, he will have his children in multiple things: charity, career, even ministry, whatever it is. He will have you fulfilling something according to his will in every venture, every avenue. Okay, God does not limit his children. But just remember that if you are walking with God, anything that's according to God's will for your life that he's instructing you to do and you choose to follow it, it's going to automatically come with pressure. And what happens sometimes is because there's so much turmoil and pressure in what we do when it comes to God's instructions, it can oftentimes make us feel like there's no love and passion in what it is that God wants us to do. Because oftentimes you may be like, man, God, you're telling me to do this, but God, I don't know if I can do it. Every time I do this thing that you tell me to do, I always get attacked, or there's always arrows being aimed at me. So you may be resistant about doing it, but once you actually start doing it, you'll notice how amazing you are at it. And then you'll also notice not just how amazing you are at it, but how passionate and how much you love doing it. But oftentimes, because of the pressure and because of the attacks, sometimes you don't even realize how good you are at something because of that, because you're so focused on the attacks that come with it. You don't even realize how good you are at it. And that's what, when God said that to me this morning, that's when I had the revelation, like, God is so right. Because a lot of times people associate, hey, if you're not happy with a job, or if you're not happy with something, then do something else. And I've heard this so many times, and guess what? Yes, it's so true. However, sometimes when God tells you to do something, because it comes with pressure, because God is involved, you may not like doing it. And then what may end up happening is, as you're actually doing it, you start realizing that you actually like doing it, right? But the pressure is so much, sometimes it's like you just want to quit. Let me give you an example. And that's what the enemy does too. This is why a lot of children of God, most of the time we often think it's hard to find our purpose, or most of the times we think we don't know what our purpose is when it's right in front of our face. And reason being is because oftentimes, like I said, we think because something's not going right, or because we're not doing good in something, or because we're not enjoying it, because of the attacks, we think that we're not supposed to do it. And you have to be careful with that. Because you may literally be walking away from the very thing that God is telling you to do. And this is where your relationship with God comes in. Your personal relationship with God comes in. This is where you have to listen to what God needs you to do, and not what man needs you to do. Because you have to remember something. Anything we do in this life, because we are walking with God, there's going to be pressure. So even if you let's just say you started a job and you like the job, you're like, I really love this job, but you're getting attacked by all these employees in the workplace. You're getting attacked by all these employees in the workplace, and you're like, man, this is my dream job, but all these employees keep attacking me. There's too much pressure. You know what, God, I'm gonna just quit. And God may open another door for you with the same position, same job. And you go into that new position and you're going through the exact same thing. You're being attacked again by employees. So you're like, God, man, maybe I should just be a self-employed. So let's just say you quit that job. Now, instead of working under someone, you're starting your own business that's still related to the same passion you have. But now you're realizing, even starting your business, you're still being attacked. You have customers attacking you. People are attacking your business now. You're like, man, God, I can't win. Anything that's associated with God and what God wants you to do, there's going to be pressure, but there's going to also be hidden passion. So like I said, hidden passion is oftentimes when you think you're not enjoying something because of the external, because of the things because of the turmoils on the external. You think you're not enjoying it, but when you actually start doing it, you're actually really good at it. You're actually passionate about it. You're focused on it. You're putting your heart in it. You get what I'm saying? You're putting your heart in it, but you don't realize that because the turmoil is so loud. The obstacles are so loud, right? So the point of me saying this is, God said your purpose will come with pressure. Make sure that you are discerned enough to see the hidden passion, because it's not always about what we are fighting on the external, but it's about the love that you're putting into that job, or the love you're putting into your purpose, the love you're putting into whatever it is God needs you to do. Pay attention to that. The more you focus on that, the more God is going to establish you. You get what I'm saying? The more God is going to establish you. Because let me give you another example so you guys understand where I'm coming from. There's times where I never knew I was going to be posting videos. I didn't know this. I had no idea I was going to be doing this. Even when God stripped me from like my old, because I had my channel with something else before. Even when he stripped me from that, I went through wilderness period. I didn't know I was going to come back doing prophetic messages. I thought I was going to just be doing like everything else, like the makeup stuff, all the other stuff. I didn't know I was going to do prophetic messages. And when he led me into it, I was like, wow, I really enjoy doing this. And then I started getting attacked a lot, right? To the point where I didn't enjoy posting messages anymore. But because I was so focused on the attacks, it made it unenjoyable. Is that even a word? Unenjoyable? It made it unenjoyable, right? But let me tell you something. When I would start recording my videos, even though I'd be nervous, when I would post my videos, and when I would start doing, like, putting out the messages, I would feel so good. I would feel so excited. And because I'm going back to when God gave me the message and all this joy, I feel all this hidden passion, all this joy coming out of me, right? And when I'm helping people behind the scenes, I feel all this joy and hidden passion. But when it's time for me to actually go and record the video, I'm resistant. When it's time for me to call people for coaching sessions, I can feel the resistance. I can feel the, oh my gosh, God, I'm nervous. Oh my gosh, I don't want to get attacked. Oh my gosh, there's so much resistance. And then when I actually do it, I feel all the hidden passion, like it's coming to the surface. Like I feel happy. I feel good. It feels fulfilling, right? That's what I'm trying to tell you. Sometimes when God tells you to do something, if you're focused too much on the obstacles, on the external, you won't even realize how good you are at it and how passionate you really are about it, because the devil's going to try to disguise everything good that God gives you as something negative to make you want to be resistant at completing it or doing it or following his instructions, which could ultimately lead you down the wrong path, or which can ultimately lead you stagnant. You see what I'm saying? So anything that's associated with God's purpose for your life is going to come with pressure. Is going to come with pressure automatically. Any instruction that God gives you is going to come with pressure. And it's not, anxiety and pressure is different. Anxiety is like the enemy's trying to put anxiety on you. You get what I'm saying? The enemy wants you to be fearful of doing something that God tells you to do. And that's why God says, cast your anxieties on me. And that's because the devil attacks anything good that God wants to give you, right? God doesn't want to cause you to have anxiety. That's why God says, cast your anxiety on me, because he doesn't want you to have anxiety. He doesn't want you to have fear. But he's strengthening you in every area of your life, because the purpose that he has you doing, or that is for you, you need to be strong enough to see past the obstacles and the challenges. You got to be strong enough to continue it and not be resistant to it. Right? And yeah, so the reason why I'm saying this too is because I don't know what God is doing in this season, but I'm excited for a lot of people, because he literally said, like, there's a lot of changes happening for people in this season. And a lot of people are literally now walking in their purpose, or they're about to be walking into their purpose, right? But he doesn't want people to be so focused on what's trying to stop them to the point where they become resistant and step out their purpose. Because, like I said, no matter how much times you change your job and go to another position, if God told you to do that specific career, no matter how many offices you apply for and how many offices you move to, you're gonna still have to fight the same type of obstacles. Because if you had pressure at that last job and you move to another place because of the pressure there, you're still going in the new job with the same greatness that you had at the last job. Your hidden passion, you're still going in with that greatness. So you're gonna trigger somebody else at that new job with your skills, the skills that God gave you. You get what I'm saying? So no matter how much you try to switch places or leave and jump from job to job, your skills won't leave you. If it's something that God ordained for you to do, and it's according to his purpose, your skills are not going to be hidden. People are going to see your skills, and there's always going to be someone you're triggering. So you can't always run, or run and hide. You have to face the giant so you can get to the next level. You see what I'm saying? You have to face the giant. Every time you run and hide, you delay, you become stagnant. That's what the devil wants. He wants you to keep running and hiding, or just eventually just give up. And even if you gave up that position and God gave you another purpose and said, hey, you're still operating in the purpose I have for you, so I want you to go into ministry now. So now let's just say you're in ministry now, and every encounter you have with people, you're being attacked, and it keeps coming. So you're like, I want to just quit. And let's just say you quit ministry, and God gives you another purpose, like, hey, okay, I want you're good at encouraging people. Let's go into these, jails and encourage prisoners, or let's go here and encourage people. There's always going to be someone that is triggered by the skills that God has given you. Because when you are operating through God's purpose for your life, the skills that you're going to use in that purpose is going to be on 10. Even if you don't know how to do what you think you don't know how to do, because that's God's purpose for your life, you're going to naturally become so good at it. You see what I'm saying? So good at it. And you're always going to trigger someone, right? So just remember that your purpose comes with pressure, and don't let the pressure override the hidden passion that you have for it, or the passion that you have for it. Like I said before, the only reason why I said hidden passion is because sometimes we fail to see we're passionate to something because of the obstacles. It becomes hidden passion where we don't even realize it's there, but we're doing good at it. We're good at it. We're doing the best at it, and we fail to see it in ourselves because we're focused on everybody else attacking us, right? So if you're walking your purpose now, or God's about to lead you down the path where you need to be, and you're about to head into something this season, just remember that Purpose comes with pressure, but pressure always comes with progression. Okay? Pressure comes with progression. Without pressure, there wouldn't be progression. You see what I'm saying? So remember that. I love you guys. Bye.